Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. But this one is a special video. This is the speedrun of Hollow Knight. Just by the way, if you are watching this after the fact, this is the live stream. If I have an edited down version of this video, there will be a link in the top right hand corner of this video and in the description for an edited down version of this, if you'd prefer to see a shorter video. But now for the live event. So this is going to be a very different speedrun than most posted on YouTube, because I am playing this sort of as a blind speedrun. And what I mean by blind in this circumstance is I played through Hollow Knight, but I've watched no footage of anybody else playing Hollow Knight, and I know none of the speedrunning tips, tricks, exploits, glitches, or sequence breaks that others might use. I created the route that I'm going to take in this speedrun myself, and it will probably be longer than most other speedruns, but hopefully within the targets for the achievements. Because I've created this route myself, and I've done that only from watching my own footage, it could end spectacularly, but we'll see when we get there. So, let's get started. And I believe we can skip things. Yes, there we go. Don't know exactly when to start my timer, so I'm just going to start it when I see something that's not footage on the screen. So one of the things that will be a little bit different for this speedrun, maybe than you'd expect, is that I'm going to go around, like I am now, and collect money. This is because I need 1,800 money to buy the Lumafly lantern from Sly. I'm pretty sure you can beat the game without getting the Lumafly lantern, but I sincerely doubt my ability to do so. There are several places during my route that there will be spikes and enemies in dark rooms that I have not practiced. So I will need the Lumafly lantern to get through those. I will need that relatively early, so the early part of the speedrun I am going to be spending more time than you might expect, fighting enemies that I think give more money, and collecting money eggs on the way. To explain my route that I'm going to use, let me explain it by talking about what you have to do in order to beat this game. So in order to beat this game, you have to defeat the Hollow Knight in the Black Egg. And in order to get into the Black Egg to fight the Hollow Knight, you have to break the 3 seals: the Watcher, the Teacher, and the Beast seals. Yeah, and the dark speedrun would be a real pain. I'm definitely not trying that. Let's focus on the Watcher to explain the things that I need to complete the game. And I would like to rest right here. There we go. There will be some times in this game that I go for a little while without resting, and I'm a little bit nervous about those, so I'm going to rest at the chances that I can, because a death should not end the speedrun, but a couple of deaths in a row might. So right now, the first thing that I need to do to get to the Watcher is to get into the City of Tears where the Watcher resides. And in order to do that, I need the City Crest, which is held by the False Knight. Also, I did just walk right past the cartographer there. I also don't know if I've found this before. I'm gonna have to check if I've ever found that secret before. I think I may have found something that I haven't. And it had a money egg in it, which is excellent for this particular run. But I did skip the cartographer there because his map costs money, and I really need all my money. If I recall, there's another part to this fight. So talking about the Watcher, I need the City Crest. That's the False Knight, although on the way to the False Knight I am going to be getting a couple of other things. One of those is rescuing Sly, so that we can purchase the Lumafly Lantern later. And another of those is defeating a grub. Or collecting a grub, I mean. Defeating an enemy and collecting a grub. That will look like it's a silly thing to do on a speedrun path, but the reason I'm doing it is because the grub will give me money, and the enemy that I'm fighting will give me money. So to get to the Watcher in the city, the other thing that I really need to do in order to get there is to go up the Watcher's Tower. Now, the Watcher's Tower, one of the first rooms in the Watcher's Tower, has a pretty tall jump that I need to make. And in order to make that tall jump, I need the Monarch Wings. The Monarch Wings means that I need to go down to the Ancient Basin and fight my lost kin in order to get those Monarch Wings. And I think we're coming across, yeah, the first mini-boss. This mini-boss is so that we can save Sly. I should be a little bit more careful about taking damage because healing does take a little bit of time. And dying would take a lot of time. Come on, just want to be out of this room, guys. Great. I'm pretty happy with how far I've gotten so far. I really had no idea how long it would take to go through the different things, and being only 5 minutes in and having rescued Sly is wonderful. So next we're going toward the False Knight, but I will take one more stop on the way. Oh gosh, let's get away from that. This is not the way I intended to go. I need to go up. Oh gosh. That's a real problem. My controller does not have batteries, and I just replaced them. So this is going to take a little bit of time, and that's sad. Well, so much for my intention to replace my controller batteries before I started this. Apparently I replaced them with some bad batteries. Saving that grub will get us some money later. And then I'm going up here, and I'm primarily going up here so that we can save another grub. And of course get another money egg. This enemy right here is one of the ones that gives the most money that I could tell early on in the game. So it's a nice way to save up some cash. And next is the false knight. While I'm going down there, I will explain a little bit more about my route. I said last that I needed to get to the Lost Kin in the Ancient Basin. Getting to the Lost Kin requires you to go across a giant field of spikes, which essentially means that I need the Crystal Heart, which I can get in the Crystal Peak. So that requires me to go to the Crystal Peak sometime before I go down to the Ancient Basin. The other bit about the Ancient Basin is that in order to get there, I need to go through the Royal Waterways. The route that I'm planning to take to go through the Royal Waterways requires me to break through some breakable ground. I don't actually know if that is required. That's the one part of this speedrun plan that I'm not entirely sure whether I need to be able to break through breakable ground or not. But the route that I have takes me through that, which means I need to go into the Soul Sanctum and fight the Soul Master. Wonder if I can trigger this battle. Ho-ho! He just falls on the other enemies here. So the first boss of the game. At this point in the run, I'm really not worried about anything. I am not worried about the False Knight in the slightest. The first time that I will be worried about something is in the green path. I think there's one more phase of the False Knight. And have I taken damage? I don't think I've taken damage from the False Knight, which feels good. Got him. Alright, I think that will be the False Knight down, if I recall correctly. Great. That's the False Knight, 1125, and that includes a replacement of batteries in my controller. So the next thing on my list is to go into the green path, but in order to go into the green path, I need to get by a boulder, which means that I need to go up here to visit the Snail Shaman and get the Vengeful Spirit. Hello, Snail Shaman. This is also a wonderful time to save. I believe that you will trick me and lock me in the dungeon, but I will escape. So when I last talked about my route, I was talking about the need for the Descending Darkness, I think, to be able to break through breakable ground. That means I'm going through the Soul Sanctum and fighting the Soul Master. Even though that may not technically be required, the other reason to go into the Soul Sanctum and fight the Soul Master is that there's a lot of money in there, and getting lots of money is still required at that point in the speedrun. So even though it might not technically be required, I still think that it's going to work well for the speedrun, which is why I didn't actually consider changing my route or checking up on it. This guy is my favorite boulder because he just walks right over there. This is not where I want to go. I want to go down. Great. Let's see how quickly we can take him out. I need the little boulder. Come on, little boulder. Got him. I believe this is the only charm that I'm going to get, by the way. Maybe near the end I'll buy a charm, but I think that's the only one that I'm going to find on my speedrun path. And let's put on the charm. Great. Next is going to the green path. Apparently my chat is being bombarded by spam. I don't exactly have a moderator ready to deal with that. Sorry about that. If I recall, we need one of these. Yes. And I fell into the water right there because I was looking down for a second at my route path. Let's see if I can land on that. The green path is one of the places where I will need a little bit more help from my notes to remember where I can go and what the best route there is. Let's defeat this guy solely to be able to heal a little bit. So my goal in the green path is to get to the Hornet. Getting to the Hornet takes a bit, though. There's a twisting path that we have to take because we do not yet have dash. And we're here to get dash. So in order to get into the City of Tears, one of the things that I need to be able to do is to dash. And therefore I need to fight the Hornet in the green path in order to get that ability. Let's see if I can land on this. Great. The reason that I need dash is because I need the Mantis Claw. I need dash for a lot of reasons, I think, but one of them is I need it to get the Mantis Claw. There's a step when you're getting the Mantis Claw where you have to dash along a platform. I think I need to knock that one down. I think that's the required one. Yes. So to get the Mantis Claw, I need to dash from one platform to another down in the Mantis Village. And so I need dash, at least that early in this run. The Mantis Claw is required for the path I'm planning to take. I need to do this. I could go on the left path here. I'm going on the right path because there's a grub. And getting the grub means that I'm going to get more money later. Alright, now I'm going all the way to the left, basically. Just keep going left is the plan. The reason I'm not getting that money egg is it takes a little bit longer and there's an enemy over there. I'm going to mostly ignore these big bush enemies. Don't see a reason to fight them. The other thing to mention... Oh, and I already went... I think I already went a place that I did not intend. Let's check. So let's go... I think that I did not intend to go this way, but we will go this way anyway. I was going to go up to the right. Yes, and the reason that I did not intend to go this way is because you have to pay. So we're not doing that. There's another way up. There's a way up where you do not have to pay. Yeah, and as John Kramer says, one of the other reasons to get dash is that dash is extremely helpful for battling. Battling any boss in this game is easier with dash. He tricked me. I thought I was free from his ability to explode on me, but I was wrong. Also, this guy is very persistent. Then we go through the blue room. One of the bluest rooms in the green path. Very confusing my first time through seeing this blue room. Now we are in the same room we were before, but we're past the point where we had to pay to get through. Now, the first of the leaf monsters. These enemies are the reason that I have to fear really anything in the green path, because they could legitimately kill me. I'm planning to fight 3 more of them. The reason I'm planning to fight so many of the creatures that could kill me is that they have a lot of money. And I need that money. That's the first one down. Next, we're going to go past the place where we could save Zote, but we won't. This is one of the achievements that I haven't gotten in this game yet, is to not save Zote. I don't know exactly when the achievement triggers, but what I'm going to do is just walk past and ignore Zote's cries. You can hear him up there, crying in agony. Alright, here is the most dangerous part for this section of the game. I'm fighting 3 of these enemies. There's one down. Next. Gosh, that was 2 damage. I actually thought I got hit 3 times there. Come out. Alright, now what we're going to do is heal. Got him. Alright, 1 more of those, but to be fair, I am pretty low on health. Couldn't pass this 130 or so money by, though. Okay, here we go. And this one, it's for his money and the grub that he guards. And good time to heal. Bad time to heal. Terrible time to heal. Great. Survived on 1 health. Next is the Hornet. Not really worried about the Hornet. The one thing to worry about here is that I have not saved in a while. So I have to play the Hornet well. Okay. Do not die from the Hornet. There are a lot of times in this battle where I can heal, because she does get staggered several times. And I'm also not very worried, because I know how to fight the Hornet. I think there are maybe 2 more times she gets staggered, maybe 1 more. And so far you've done nothing to me, Hornet. This is going very well. Great. And now we've got the Mothwing Cloak. And we can dash. I think that I need to trigger... Yes, the Dreamers have to get upset now. Next is getting the Mantis Claw, but there's a lot of space in between there and here. And I get to save. We're going to stop by the tramway. I'm not going to open the tramway because it costs money, and there's no reason to come back to the green path anymore. But let's save our game. To get to the fungal wastes, I am going to go down. There was a money egg on the left side there. I think my notes actually told me to go on the left side to get that money egg. Oh well. I think I'm doing quite well on money. So we're going all the way to the right here because the way into the fungal waste that I'm taking is through the fog canyon. Oop, I definitely intended to dash up there and not get hit by the bush. Silly bush. I do actually want to go up on that path up there, I think. I think there's a money egg up here. Yes. Great. to the Fog Canyon. The Fog Canyon I'm not worried about because I'm basically just dropping through. And there's honestly nothing in the fungal wastes that I'm going to be interacting with that I'm worried about either. Let me be a little bit careful going down here. Let's not get multiple damage. So my goal for the Fog Canyon is to not mess with any of the big jellyfish. Big jellyfish, I intend to ignore you completely if I can. There we go. Oh, I did not ignore that one, but I luckily dodged. And that was it for the Fog Canyon. We will not be returning to the Fog Canyon. Hello, Quirrell. Now, I am going to open this stagway. This is one of the few times that I am going to be expending some cash. I plan to come back to this stagway later. So I did have to spend a little bit of money to open it. There is a mask shard right there. We will be getting that later in the game. In this route, there are 4 mask shards that I'm planning to get, which means that I will complete 1 mask. I will have 6 faces going into the Hollow Knight, which is not a whole lot. Never fought the Hollow Knight with anything less than 9. But we'll see how we do when we get there. That's not worth it. Let's just go through. This room, I had forgotten until going back through my video footage that you actually do have to go through this room if you come from the Queen Station, because there's a door right there. We've now unlocked that door. And then another mini-boss. These shrooms are going to give me a charm notch, which is excellent, but also I don't think that I'm going to use it. Like I said, I'm not really collecting many charms, so charm notches don't really do much for me. But maybe when I go to the Hollow Knight at the end, I might kit myself out a little bit with more charms, depending on how much money I have. Alright, and then my path through the fungal wastes, I'm going straight to the Mantis Village. My nail upgrade plan. I am planning to get 0 pale ore, which means that I will only be upgrading my nail once, because the first upgrade you don't need any pale ore for. Which way was I supposed to go here? I think I was supposed to go the other way. I'm incorrect. I should have known that I needed to go this way because there is a sign to the village. The reason that I'm not planning to collect any pale ore is that I honestly couldn't find any pale ore that was going to be easy and fast to get. So I'm just gonna deal with not having much. And did I go the wrong way again? Don't remember. I did go the wrong way yet again. My DPS will be low. I'm going to have to use my skills in avoiding hits. I'm not fighting that many bosses, so in some ways I'm not too worried about my DPS. The only boss that I'm honestly a little concerned about how much damage I'm dealing is going to be the Hollow Knight. So I need to go down on the bottom first because there's a switch. That switch right there. And then now I need to go on the top path, which requires me to either bounce off guys successfully or go around. I'm going to choose the go around path. This is where we needed dash. Aside from the other reasons to need dash, that was the place that I absolutely needed dash in order to get the Mantis Claw. And now that we have the Mantis Claw, we can go up to the City of Tears. I've got 1,000 money, eh? That's not a whole lot. I mean, it is a whole lot, but could be a lot more, right? There are a few things that I need to pay for besides the Lumafly lantern, such as Stagways, and the one nail upgrade that I'm going to get. Now, this is also a place where I could be going the wrong direction, trying to pay attention to my maps and notes in front of me while not losing focus on the game too. Alright, here we need a combination of dash and the Mantis Claw in order to get to the city. And there we are. Now that we're in the city, first thing to do in the city is go down and upgrade my nail so that we do a little bit more damage. Also has been a little while since I've saved my game, and there is a bench on the way, which I'm certainly going to stop at. There we go. Hello, Coral. We saw you very recently. How did you get over here that fast? He's a speedrunner too. Nope, keep going down. John Kramer tells me that the first nail upgrade is a lot more damage. That's good. I don't know any of the numbers, so I just knew that it was probably good to get. Glad to hear that it's a good decision.
Ranjo Stenja.
I do not want a blunt nail. I want a sharp nail.
Jonsha. Garadel Akari.
Wonderful. Next is the Soul Sanctum. Getting to the Soul Sanctum? Wow, I just managed to land on that guy with my nail pointed at him. That was helpful. And there we go. The Soul Sanctum is also one of the places in this game that can be a little confusing. The directions through the Soul Sanctum. So I might be pausing a little bit there to look at my maps. There's Lem. Hurrah. I think that we want to go farther up. I was wrong. We want to go down. Man, not knowing this route extremely well does make it harder. I want to go up this on the left, which means apparently I need to get past these guys. There we go. The Soul Sanctum is a place where I'm worried. There are a lot of enemies in the Soul Sanctum, and there are not a lot of benches. I'm not worried about the Soul Master himself. It's the enemies on the way to the Soul Master. But essentially, I'm just going to have to be careful. That opens 3 doors. And then we go up. And I think we go straight up. This is another grub. This was planned. This is one of the easier grubs to get in the game. In my plan, I am planning to get 4, or not 4, I'm planning to get 5 grubs, at least. There's an enemy in this room, I think. That's right. So, getting 5 grubs, the first 4 gives me 100 money to go toward the various things I need to spend money on. And then the other ones give me... So that's the wrong direction, I think. And then the fifth grub gets me a mask shard. One of the few mask shards that I will be collecting. Come on. There we go. I even hit the little bottle of soul over there, so I got all of the soul I spent on that spell back. So I needed to come into this room to open a lock up here. Hello, you. This is one of the mini bosses that I feel like I'm just good at this mini boss. He telegraphs his moves so much that I just pretty much always know what he's about to do, and that helps against bosses. There we go. Also, he's got a load of cash on him, 200. Alright, we do unfortunately need to take care of that guy because he is going to mess with me a lot if we don't take him out. There we go. Did not need to fall that far. And I think there's a room coming up where there's 2 more of those guys. So I need to be careful. Need to be vigilant in that room. Right here. So let's take him out before we get the next one. And save. This would be one of the worst times to die in this run, simply because I have saved such a long time ago. Wonderful. Oh, there's a third one. I do not like seeing you here. Got him. And next is the Soul Master. Getting the Descending Dark, which, as I mentioned, may not be required, but it's required for the path I'm planning to go on. Come at me, Soul Master. I see you back there. The Soul Master, my rules for fighting the Soul Master is to be patient, which is hard to do in a speed run, honestly. Like I'm a little more caught up in how fast things are going than I usually am while playing this game. But I need to be patient because there's a lot of times where it's just hard to hit the Soul Master. Unless he just stands there. I don't recall him really just standing there many times. That's my favorite time to hit him. There we go. Get a couple more hits on. And now for the crazy phase. He just seems so slow, having fought the Soul Tyrant a number of times. The original version of the bosses seems so slow. I do need to be a little bit careful here because there's really not a time that I can heal in this section of the battle. So that 1 damage that I took could actually be meaningful. I mean, it won't be, but it could have been. We have made it through the first set of maps that I have created for myself. I remember when I first got the Desolate Dive, and I just couldn't figure out how to make it happen. I'm coming up here, even though this is not required, because here is a whole bunch of cash. There we go. So if I recall correctly, and what I have in my notes is that aside from just getting through all of the crowd here, the place that I need to crash down is actually to the left of me. What's this? A hollow nest seal. I wouldn't be a collector if I didn't get an extra thing, right? Yeah, I need to go where that grub is, so I need to crash through here in order to get out. Of course, to do that, I need some soul from the few little enemies that are around. There we go. And then, oh gosh, stay away. I'm not gonna heal that last time because I think I need to use the desolate dive one more time. Oh, there we go. Here's a place to get some extra soul. And crash through. And crash through again. Great. Now we're near where we entered the Soul Sanctum. I can go basically back through the same path that I came in. I'm going to again go past the cartographer and ignore him. It'll be after this fight, apparently. So there's the cartographer and there's a bench. I'm ignoring both of them, because they both cost money. I'm doing pretty well on cash. This room is an important room because way up here there is a simple key. Oops. And I do need a simple key in order to get into the royal waterways. Hello, all of them followed me in, eh? Great. Simple key that'll allow us to get into the royal waterways. I completely neglected to tap this a couple of times. We're further along than I had put on my splits there. And we get to save. Important save point. Unfortunately, here's another 200 money that we're spending. The next place that we're going is the Crystal Peak, and I'm going to get the Dream Nail as well as the Crystal Heart there. Well, the Dream Nail will be in the resting grounds, but that'll be through the Crystal Peak that we'll get there. In order to get the Dream Nail, I'm going to have to go through a dark room with spikes. So this is the time for me to collect money and be able to purchase the Lumafly lantern. Let's save here too. There's a few places to get money. I'm ignoring Tiso there. There's a money egg right here. There are the grubs that I have to turn in, which will give me some money. And because I'm a little bit short, I'm going to go rescue another grub. There's a grub in here, I believe. And a money egg. Great. There's a grub. He is saved, even though I dropped down. And let's get this money egg too. And then go visit the sad guy. And get our rewards. I haven't really been tracking while I've been playing how many grubs I have saved. I hope that I have saved 5. Or 5 or 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's one in the distance. Here's our first mask shard. And I am very close to being able to afford the Lumafly lantern. So let's go around and collect a little bit more cash from enemies. Actually, is there a money egg up here? There are 2 money eggs, 3 money eggs up here. Great. And we've got our cash. And now for the rest of the run, we will need a little bit more cash, but a lot less than we've needed so far. So I need to be careful not to accidentally buy something. Let's buy the Lumafly lantern. There we go. 25 money to our name. Let's go to the Crystal Peak. And thus ends all of the time that I'm going to be attacking enemies for cash. The rest of this, I'll be attacking enemies just to get past them. Or because I want to jump on their head for some reason. This is a little bit too high. I think we need to go down. Yes. There's really nothing that I'm worried about in Crystal Peak. I'm actually going to be fighting very few enemies here. I'm not even going to be fighting the Crystal Guardian if I can help it. And I think that I can help it. So, do I want to go up here? I want to go up here. I want to go on the other side. Ho-ho. Nice showing there. He's a Olympian pickaxe thrower. That is the challenge area. Let's not go there. Goodbye, grub. Don't think we will be saving you. It took me absolutely forever to realize that you could defeat those enemies. I thought they were completely invulnerable for the longest time. Although, to me right now, they are essentially invulnerable. Now there's the bench. That bench leads to... Oh, didn't mean to come up here, but because I did, we got the shopkeeper's key. I don't think that actually helps me in any way. But I did get it. We have gone over the Crystal Guardian, and if my route is correct, we're going around him. Great. And we're heading pretty much straight toward the Crystal Heart. Yes. Crystal Heart is this way. Ho-ho, almost made it. That was pretty good. There we go. I need this Crystal Heart for a couple reasons. I've mentioned that I need it to get to the Lost Kin so that I can get the Monarch Wings. But the other reason that I need the Crystal Heart is to get Isma's Tear. I'm going to be getting Isma's Tear when I go into the Royal Waterways. Got the Crystal Heart. Now we can super dash. Guess we'll get the money egg because it's just right there. Next is to the resting grounds, where I intend to get the dream nail, which is required. I need the dream nail to break any of the seals. Oh. Get through the crushers. Wonderful. I got through those crushers the first try. So this is the dark room that would have easily killed me if I did not have the Lumafly lantern. Easily that would have killed me. And down to the resting grounds. I think the resting grounds has the only tramway that you don't have to pay for. So even though we have almost no money, I can get away from the resting grounds. Through their devotion, hollowness lasts eternal. Go no further, little shadow. I will break the seals. The seals must be undone. Come on. I think we need a moth to help us. There we go. Hello, moth. Please help. intent on these platforms. I will cut them down with the weapon before me. Great, so now that we have the dream nail, we can go slay dreamers. Granted, we still need to get to the dreamers, and that requires a few more things. Save. Good time to save. Next, we're going to the Royal Waterways. The way that I'm going to get there is by going through the City of Tears. Back to one of the few stagways that we have paid for. There should be... I think there's a way down. I think I'm going the wrong way. We'll have to leave that little shining thing on the map. Pains me to do so. There. Very persistent. These lance enemies. I sort of remember where the pathway into... Oh gosh. Elevator needs to come up. I sort of remember the pathway into the Royal Waterways from here, but I'm definitely going to have to pay attention. Let's go around this elevator. Who needs the elevator? I think that last time I was right here, I could have gone down near where Lem is and opened a door. Did not do that before. Doing that now. And here is the Royal Waterways. So we've got everything that we need to go through the Royal Waterways and defeat the Dung Defender and get Isma's Tear. So that's what I'm here to do. That is the one place that I think I needed to have the Desolate Dive right there. Now, in my first run, I got Isma's Tear much later than when I defeated the Dung Defender. But I believe, based mostly on a plaque that you read in the world, that you need to defeat the Dung Defender and trigger some water in order to enter Isma's Grove and get Isma's Tear. So let's go defeat the Dung Defender. Prove ourselves to him in glorious combat. You can come out of the ground, man. The Dung Defender is not too bad of a battle. This is another one that I am not really worried about. And basically every time that I do take damage, I'm going to heal at the next opportunity, just to be sure. Dying, of course, could make the run take longer. Oh gosh. Probably shouldn't be too aggressive. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Don't die. Said that I wasn't worried about the dung defender. I am now. There we go, let's heal again. Oh gosh, I just got hit a couple of times by balls. There, heal a couple of times. Don't die on the dung defender. I think the crisis moment has been averted. It does take longer to defeat these enemies, of course, without any but the first nail upgrade. And my plan of avoiding damage hasn't actually been executed very well so far. Let's hope that does not continue later in the run. Got him. And we get the Defender's Crest. Oh, it's actually a second charm. So I do have 2 charms in this run. Opening that and then going directly backward, because we're going to Isma's Grove before we're going down to the Ancient Basin. And Isma's Grove, I believe, is this way. I believe is this way. There it is. Down here. If I can avoid fighting the enemies, I will be in a better situation than if I fight every one of them. In terms of time. I almost did not super dash there. And I've defeated the Dung Defender. My timings are all wrong because I'm not used to speedrunning. So I haven't really been paying attention to the splits on the screen at all. Go up. And here's the plaque that tells me that I needed to defeat the Dung Defender before going into Isma's Grove. Simple fight with some simple enemies. Come at me. I know that you will. That's your way. Simple fight with some simple enemies, dealing me quite a bit of damage, putting me at 1. But who am I if I don't put myself into dangerous situations with a lot of confidence? And we have Isma's Tear. The reason that I got Isma's Tear is that I will need that to get to the teacher. So of the 3 The Watcher is in the city. The Watcher, I don't need Isma's Tear. Or really the Lumafly Lantern. But the other ones, Hera the Beast and Monomon the Teacher, I do need, respectively, I need the Lumafly Lantern and Isma's Tear. So that little trick right there is one that I came up with myself. I feel very proud. Maybe a very simple thing, but canceling the dash right there in order to skip going around, I felt was pretty neat. Oh gosh. And we're in the Ancient Basin. In the Ancient Basin, I want to go... I need to check my map a little bit. I need to go down. Down. And we're going essentially straight for where the Lost Kin is. I'm gonna heal before... I think there's a bench right here, but still. I will pay for this bench. I would hate to fight the Lost Kin, die, and not have paid for this bench. And here's why we needed the Crystal Heart, other than for getting Isma's Tear. I did not need that. Let's keep going. Not that far, though. I just dashed straight into the wall there. John Kramer tells me that there's pale ore here. Actually don't know where it is here, so I'm not going to get it, but maybe I should have had that on my list so that I could upgrade my nail one more time. Although going to the nailsmith, I don't know if going to the nailsmith would be worth it in terms of time versus not going to the nailsmith another time. I'm not sure if I could have dashed over that guy more easily than I defeated him. This one I feel like I do need to defeat in order to get past. So my speedrun goal, by the way, I mean, it's as fast as I can, but the achievements for speedrunning are for beating the game in 5 hours or 10 hours. So those are essentially my goals, is to do better than that. I feel like those are extremely achievable goals. We are 1 hour, almost 20 minutes in, and we are most of the way through, I think. There we go. Start the fight. I think the Broken Vessel, there's not many battles left before the Hollow Knight. The Broken Vessel is one of the easier ones left, in my opinion. I think other people have more trouble with the Broken Vessel than I do, but I've done very well against the Broken Vessel in my attempts. I said the Lost Kin before. That's because I can never remember between the Lost Kin and the Broken Vessel. The Lost Kin is the Dreamland Hard version of the Broken Vessel. We're not going to be fighting that. We'll be fighting the Broken Vessel, the easy one. Seems to be going pretty well. I don't know how many nail upgrades I had when I first fought him, but I think it was a couple. Defeating the Broken Vessel gives us access to a very important ability. It's important because it's necessary to get to the Watcher, but also it's quite useful overall. The double jump. The Monarch Fly Wings is something that I just have in my mind these days to use the Monarch Fly Wings in basically against every boss and every situation in the game. So getting them is important. Now we have everything that we need to go pretty much straight through to the end of the game. I don't need anything else in order to get to any of the Dreamers. So I'm going straight at the Dreamers now. The Watcher comes first. The Watcher will require us to fight the Watcher Knights, another required battle in my run. The Watcher Knights don't really bother me. They're pretty easy. The problem is there's a lot of them. So again, it's another place where I just need to be vigilant. I need to be careful while I'm fighting them. In other words, I need to not get into the trap of thinking that they're easy and therefore not being as careful in the fight, being too aggressive. And essentially, the Watcher's Tower is straight above us. I landed on the tiny little bit of that spike, didn't I? Don't need that money egg, or that one. Do I need to fight you? Do I need to fight either of you? No. Last time for the City of Tears. Let's go up. Here's why we needed the Monarch Fly Wings. That jump right there, that is what tipped me off that I needed to go down to the Ancient Basin and essentially do all of that extra work that I just did was for that jump. I'm gonna go save at this bench, and this is mainly for safety's reasons. Gosh. Heal a little bit. So, this guy right here, I think is the one that we need to defeat in order to get past. Now, I definitely want to defeat the flying guy first. I think he does 2 damage. I might be remembering that incorrectly. But I'm trying to be careful because I really don't want to die. You take so many hits. There we go. Got him. Just pass by all of you if we can. You too. And lunge at me over there. open that just in case we die, then we don't have to go around. And I need to go essentially straight up. Up. Going up. And then here is a secret that I found, but too late to utilize in my original playthrough. I think it'll be quite nice here. That's, I guess, one less Watcher Knight we have to fight. Alright, Watcher Knights. You are one of the few battles I have left. And I need to be careful. I need to treat this as a challenge. What if I do not get damaged? Let's try to not get damaged at all on the Watcher Knights. Whoops. Ho-ho, I got damaged. Heal. Got a heal off. And then got hit, not long afterward. Come at me. Oh, not different forms though. I like it when you do the same thing, not different things. Heal. I got a heal in. This is where it would be nice to have a stronger nail. Really would. Just to get past this battle a little bit faster. I will certainly not allow the Watcher Knights to ruin the run, though. Come on. There we go. Heal once. Got him. Got hit on that one. Did not like that. The Watcher Knights are a good one to use the Vengeful Spirit on, because they're often on the bottom next to each other. So you can get essentially 2 hits in with the Vengeful Spirit pretty easily. Heal once. Have to heal. Alright, got the heal off successfully. Heal again. Wonderful. The number of times that I've been at 1 health during this run has been a little bit disturbing. But so far, it's been okay. And here's another time. Let's heal a little bit. Oh gosh. Jump over him, heal again. Great. Die. Also, I should be more careful. Be more careful. I just want to get past the battle, but I really need to be careful. Wonderful. Now for the Watcher. The first of the seals. Take that, Watcher. I'm not sure if you're one of the ones that wanted me to break the seals or not. So there is the Watcher. Next is the Teacher, and then the Beast. The Teacher is located in the Fog Canyon, so we'll need to go back through the Fog Canyon. It's a different way than we went the first time. I'm planning to get there by going through the fungal wastes. And in order to get there, I basically have to go down, and I'm going to use the King Station. The elevators are too slow for me. Have to go down the fast way. This elevator is kind of blocking the shaft, though. I do not need to go past that guy. I can go past these guys. Although I went back over here, which was silly. No reason to go back over there. I don't know how much money it takes to unlock the King Station Stagway. I'm basically just hoping that we have enough. And it's also to the right, not the left. Nice place to utilize the super dash. Don't often get to use it for its speed capabilities. Alright, how much is this Stagway? 300. Ick. Let's fight a couple enemies for money. You're too simple of an enemy. Let's get this money chest. I know these enemies, the big grunts, have money. They've got more than the usual. There we go. Got enough for the Stagway. And where are we going? We are going back to the Queen Station. Let me get out my Queen Station paper. Or my fungal waste paper, really. And this is where I'm going to collect a couple of the mask shards. Of all of the mask shards in this game, I think this one is one of the fastest ones to collect. So I'm collecting this one. The one where we collected it via grubs was another one of those. And we'll collect another one shortly. Let's see here. How do I get to where I want to go? I need to go up toward where the Curator for Delicate Curiosities is. We can just skip over this enemy. No reason to fight that battle again. And we're going up. No reason to visit the curator, though. This heads right into the fog canyon, where I need to go for the teacher. The big guy didn't bounce as much as the bouncers did. I consider this room to be a scary room, but we can just go down quickly as possible. There we go. So the next mini boss that I'm going to fight is the fight that I'm the most worried about aside from the Hollow Knight. It is the... what is it called, actually? The Uwu? Umu? And partially because I'm a little bit worried about that battle, I'm going to save at this bench. Okay, just ignore the enemies if we can. I did give the curator the name, the curator for the delicate curiosities, before I knew that there was the concept of delicate in this game. The concept coming from the delicate flowers. Oh man. Let's not just walk into the enemy here. We need Coral to help us, of course. Coral is essential for this battle. Okay. Let's... come on, hit him, Coral. There we go. Don't like where you hit him, though. It's a little bit far from where I am. We're on a timer here, Coral. Come on, do your thing. Yes! Alright, and this is a good spot, because I can hit it a bunch of times. I believe in you, Coral. Got him. Good job, Coral. Couldn't do this without you. So for being one of the bosses that I was worried about, I've actually done really well on this one. That could change at a moment's notice, I guess, but it's gone very well so far. I guess I know the patterns of this boss more, and having Coral deal the hit rather than requiring me to deal the hit like it is in the God Home does make the boss a lot easier. I never put on my Defender's Crest. I got the Defender's Crest, I wasn't expecting to get it, and I've rested at a couple benches since then. Just haven't thought about putting it on. In theory, it helps everywhere. Man. Coral, one more time. I'm sure I've got it this time. Got him. Got him with the spell, too. And now we can go down to the teacher. Where once again we will need Coral's help. I think we have to try to leave. Yeah. I know that I never talked to you on the various places we've seen you before, Coral, but you were an invaluable. The Watcher's Nights was surprisingly difficult for me in this particular attempt. Don't know why that was. I've fought the Watcher Knights several times before, doing just fine. And there is the teacher. The last one on the list, of course, is the Beast. And the way that I'm going to get to the Beast will give me another Mask Shard. I have not noticed that I don't know his name. Are you talking about Coral? Or are you talking about the knight? The character that I'm playing? This room bothers me a bit. Let's get past it with minimal damage. And let's save at this bench again. So getting to the Deep Nest, I'm going to go back the way we just came, into the fungal wastes and through the fungal core. Oh, I did not notice that at all. I guess we never learned his name because we never talked to him in the Black Egg or at any of the other places where you meet Quirrell in the game. That's cool. That is a very nice touch that they did not have to put in the game. So going to the fungal wastes, or I am in the fungal wastes, going to the fungal core is basically going down near where we went into the Mantis village. But then not going in the Mantis village. So, down here. This is, again, the wrong way. I really like going that way for some reason. Made that mistake twice in this run. Here is the fungal core. The reason that I'm going through the fungal core, there's two reasons really. The other way to get there, the other way to get to the Deep Nest would have me fighting the Mantis Lords, and it's nice to avoid that fight. And then the other reason is that going this path gets me a Mask Shard. And of course I want one of those. think that I should have a little bit more money on me than I have. I'm not going to fight enemies particularly for money, but I might pay more attention to collecting money, because one of the last mask shard that I'm planning to get, I'm going to buy from Sly. So the deep nest. The deep nest, I'm not worried about dying in the deep nest, but what I am concerned about is getting lost. The deep nest is an easy place to get lost in. Here's a money egg right here. I just said that I was going to collect a little bit more money, so might as well. I think I need to pay for the stagway after we go through the beast den. And paying for the stagway will require some money. I don't know how much. So this room, I have to go down here. My original plan, I planned to go straight left there, and when I was watching through my footage, I realized that you can't go straight left there. There's Nosk over to the left briefly. We're ignoring Nosk. And then down into the fountain. A good time to save. And a good time to put on my second charm. Why not, right? Let's see here. I'm trying to pay attention to my map. Pretty sure I want to go this way to get through the deep nest the quickest and straight toward the beast. Straight towards the beast. Doesn't sound like a good idea, but I swear it's what I'm doing. Do not like fighting you, so we will not. Well, you came at me, so you come at me, you're gonna have to go. Okay, I think we are in the big room. In the big room, I want to go up and to the left. As far as time goes, I think I'm doing great. It is 1 hour, 47 minutes. And I am close to getting the last seal. This enemy, okay, didn't actually bother me that much. Oh-ho, dodged over that. Now, let's go into the beast den. That is not the beast den. We need to go up a little bit further. And let's get hoodwinked. It's hard to tell what's happening because I'm wearing the Defender's crest. And then the only way out of the beast nest is through. There's one reason that I'm worried about the deep nest, or the beast den in particular, and that's because I think that I have to fight some of those enemies, like this one right here, and I have to fight them in this small little area. In fact, I'm going to heal. And I never really learned how to fight these in the small little area, so I might die. This could be the first death. If I just wait and time my attack. There we go. Time the attack. Time the attack. Also, I think the Defender's Crest might actually be helping there. Wonderful. And let's go straight up. There is a grub. It's probably the easiest to get grub in the whole game. Right there. How could you possibly miss that grub? It's interesting that they put a grub that you just definitely always get this far into the game. I think I can jump over you. I might be wrong. Gosh. I might be wrong, and that might kill me. Time the attack. Heal once. Time the attack. Come on. There we go. Oh gosh, and I died. Luckily, we're just starting in the beast den. And I don't know that I need my money for anything. So that death is probably not the worst one to have possibly happened. Come on. You are the problem. Stalker Devout has killed me where nothing else has. Also, I didn't even realize I was in the attack range of that one. By the way, how well this has gone so far makes me feel a lot better about Steel Soul mode. Oh, the Defender's Crest killed it. Because that was my first death in the speedrun. Which means that I should be able to do Steel Soul mode pretty well, right? So where is my darkness? I would like my darkness. Okay. Now let's beat you for real. It really looks like I can jump over it. But I was tricked the first time. I will not be tricked this time. Come on. Gosh. Alright, heal. Gotta be careful. Stalking Devouts. Most dangerous enemy in the game. Bar none. Come on. Another. Got him. And now that that trial has passed, we will fight another one. The last one, though. Come on. Got him. Great. And the last of the dreamers. Now all that's left is the Hollow Knight. 1 hour, 54 minutes in. I think if I were to do this again, I don't know that I will, but if I were to do this again on the same route, I think that I could beat this in less than 2 hours. Let's get out of the beast den first. Beast den is scary. I don't like it. And a welcome bench. Now, how much does the Stagway cost? 250. That means that I don't think I have enough to buy the mask shard. Not without collecting a little bit more cash. Which I can do. There are places to easily get cash. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it the risky way. We're going to go straight at the Hollow Knight. We don't need no stinking mask shards. This is the battle that I was worried the most about of all of the battles that I've went through, but this is also kind of the nicest because you save right before the battle. I release you from your bonds, Hollow Knight, so that we can fight in glorious combat. And the goal here is to be safe. Try not to die. There's a lot of abilities that I do not have that I had. Like I cannot dash through him, for example. My nail is a lot shorter than when I fought the Hollow Knight before. But I think I can do it. I think I'm going to go for it. Let's collect the darkness, of course. Second death. Okay. The fact that my nail is short means that I need to be a little bit more careful. because I need to get a little bit closer to the Hollow Knight than I think that I need to. Great. Staggered him once. Oh gosh. I was trying to just get behind him, and he hits behind him a little bit there, doesn't he? I've learned that he hits behind him a little bit there. Alright, needed heal spot. He jumped at me. Let's heal. Holy cow. How did I not get hit there? Oh man, he shifted between those two moves a little bit faster than I thought he would. And I apparently hit him in the face. Like, I hit his face, which hurt me. There is a part in this battle where he hurts himself, right? I am waiting for that. I am welcome for him to start contributing to the battle. Heal again. This is going very well. Okay, starts hitting himself. And we heal while he does that, because having some life would be good. Dodge all of this mess. Get in a small cheap shot on him. Now this, I apparently have just learned how to dodge that. You dodge back and forth. Awesome. I did not know how I was going to handle that attack, but apparently I just learned how to deal with it. Oh gosh, he's hitting me with his face. Come on. I think I have this. It's just a matter of dealing the damage. And not getting hit all of a sudden a whole bunch, like I just did there. Like that. I managed to get a very unsafe heal off there. Heal. Hit. Heal one more time. He's like barely attacking now. I think we're near the end. Yes! Alright. And I will call that time. 2 hours and 2 minutes. And there it is. While the cinematics are happening, I'm going to see if I can expand my splits. There we go. So ignoring the fact that whoops, I didn't actually save that. So ignoring the fact that I definitely screwed up when I pressed the button to go to the next split, that's how long it generally took to go through things for me on this run. I ended up dying twice. I died once to the Hollow Knight and once to a Stalking Devout. Apparently Stalking Devouts might be able to replace the Primal Aspids as my most hated enemy now. That does achieve both of the achievements. I basically cut 40 hours off my personal best right there. As far as what I'm going to do next, I'm going to keep putting out the same videos for Hollow Knight as I normally do. I'm going to keep going through the God Home. For the rest, there's another achievement that is beating the game. Or beating the game. I mean 100%ing the game with a speed completion. I'm not going to be live streaming that. That's basically going to just be what I've already done, except going through this save file. This was my first speed run. This was the first speed run for Hollow Knight. And honestly, it's the first speed run that I've ever done. I don't really speedrun games. I've done a couple speedrun completions in games, but I've never had splits or done it live or anything like that. So this is kind of my first time doing all of that. And percentage 27. Oh, and the game is 2 hours, 28 seconds is what it says. That's removing the time it took me to insert my batteries in my controller. So what I was just talking about are some of the other... So I don't know how we get the Leave Zote to Die achievement. I definitely left him to die. Maybe I need to go back and actually go see his corpse or something like that. The speed run 1 and 2 are done. The speed completion is what I was talking about, where get 100% game completion and finish in under 20 hours. I'm not going to live stream that. I'm going to do that on my own. I'll probably release a video that is a summary video about it. But the next thing that I'm going to live stream for Hollow Knight is live streaming Steel Soul mode. That's going to take a lot longer. I'm going to be a lot more careful. I'm going to get a lot more of the things. So it'll be multiple live streams, not just one go like the speedrun was. But that's what you can expect for Hollow Knight. Don't know when that's going to happen yet. And of course, more videos every Sunday. Well, thanks for watching. I am going to end the stream here. After answering Thomas, yes, this was a self-made route. I have not... It's essentially a blind speedrun. I have looked at no other footage other than my own, and I know none of the tips or tricks that other people use when they speedrun Hollow Knight. So this was my own path, and you can kind of tell that I didn't have it 100% because I haven't done it before. This was trying out the path. Right. Thanks everyone.